Fellas, what's going on, y'all? Hey, do you ever feel like your inner peace just gets disturbed very easily? Whether it's somebody disrespecting you, somebody got a certain opinion about you, they might say something, and it just completely throws off your mood, can even throw off your day to the point where like you're kind of disturbed here on that internal level, right? Well, if that's you, you're in the right place. I've been there. I totally get it. And I want to share with you three things that really help me maintain my inner peace no matter what. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. The first way that I maintain my inner peace no matter what challenges get thrown my way is that I stop believing everything I think. Okay, this is a crucial one. Okay, when you believe every single thought that is going through here, man, this gonna create a lot of problems in your life, man. We have, I think it's like 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, something like that, man. Think about that, bro. You think all those are true? No, the majority of them probably aren't true. And our mind is a very powerful thing. And if we let it, it can really disrupt our inner peace. Okay, because you start believing the stories that you're telling yourself about any given situation, man. And this was one of the most powerful things that really helped me in my life. I feel like it almost freed me from overthinking, overanalyzing. I still am an analytical type of person, but I'm more aware of it now. I'm more aware of the stories that my mind can conjure up, and I'm more aware of like, all right, this is just my mind creating some things based off of maybe my past experiences and things like that. So I don't have to believe everything. All right. And that allows me to be able to slow down and not have to react to everything. I can take the time to pause and learn how to like just respond a bit better. All right. You got to put yourself in a position to where you're aware that your thoughts are like movies up here and they can like drive the car and steer you and take you wherever they're going to take you. So you want to take more control of that. And there's ways you can do this. Let me know if you want to know how you can do this, and I'll do a whole separate video on how you can gain more control over your thinking and how to really intentionally stop believing everything you think. Now, the second way that I'm able to maintain my inner peace no matter what, this is a big one here, man, is to learn how to breathe more and talk less. Okay? Now, follow me on this one, man. Your breathing is a very powerful tool. Believe it or not, man. When you can tap into your breathing, when you can put your awareness on it, this frees you from, worry. It frees you um, from the worry of dealing with like future things, the unknown, what's still to come, and also being handcuffed to the past. That's where a lot of our anxiety and a lot of our depression and things that we deal with, that's where it stems from. You don't know how to be in the present moment. All right. So when you can learn how to tap into your breathing, this is going to root you. It's going to root you and anchor you to the present moment. Okay. And like I said, on the flip side of that, talk less. A lot of us talk too much. Okay. You're letting those thoughts and those stories that are being conjured up, you're letting them dictate your reactions to things. And you got to get to a point where you can slow down, shut your mouth. You don't have to speak right away. When somebody says something to you that was disrespectful, or they might have clowned you or something, or just said something that rubbed you the wrong way. You don't have to respond right away. Okay. And it's probably better if you don't respond right away, because that's going to allow you to be able to settle, to calm down a bit, man. Focus on that breathing. Okay. I'm telling you, man, the more you can focus on your breathing, the better, the better your life is going to be. It's a superpower. Okay. And I learned this, during meditation and just, therapy, and they kind of throw tools at you on how to better regulate yourself, how to regulate your nervous system, man. This is what's going to help you to maintain your inner peace no matter what. You have to get a better sense of control over your nervous system. I'm not going to get into all what your nervous system is and how it works. Just Google it. There's a lot of information out here where you can educate yourself. But I'm telling you, man, I had to redevelop a relationship with my nervous system. I didn't grow up in some era where I knew what this was or how it impacted me. But once I knew, there was no going back. And what I mean by that is, once you become aware of your nervous system, once you become aware of how that disrespect, people's opinions, people's judgment, people's little side comments, once you become more aware of how it's hitting you and how it's stirring you up, it gives you the power of choice. You have a power of choice in how you choose to respond. And the better you get at how you breathe through it, breathe through the discomfort, breathe through that judgment, that disrespect, breathe through it as opposed to reacting to it is a gift you will give yourself. So like I said, breathe more, talk less. This will change your life. Fellas, if you're getting any value out of the video so far, do me a favor and smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this so that you know when I make more content just like this, all right? Now, the last way that I learned to really maintain my inner peace no matter what is that I had to learn how to be more patient. And I had to learn how to be more patient with myself and with others, okay? I give you an example, man. I realize this a lot when I'm dealing with my kid. Like when my son says something or he's getting frustrated playing the Switch or something like that. And you might see this might happen to you too. You might see how your kid is responding in their little kid world, and things are bothering them and hitting them a certain way. And you're just kind of like, bro, it's just a game. Why are you getting so? And you can tell their reactions are stirring up that impatience within you. That's what happens to me at times, or that's what I've become more aware of. So once you can develop like this internal patience with yourself, you had his fingers sticking up like that. Once you can understand this internal patience, it allows you to be able, like I said, it further allows you to be able to choose how you want to respond to things. It removes like that impulsiveness. Okay. Like that's what I used to struggle with, man. It was like this impulsiveness, this need to correct, to check somebody, to respond, to go off, all these things that are not necessary. And the reason that we tend to do this, or that I used to do it, and I had to learn how to grow out of this, is because I lacked internal patience. I had a terrible relationship with my nervous system. I didn't know how to regulate myself when I got pissed off and I got bothered, and I would react impulsively. I would say things. I would get into the overthinking, the overanalyzing. This person's disrespecting me. I have to check this. As you get older, man, as you get on your journey, as you start to improve this, you will realize I don't have to respond to it. And maybe I do need to respond to this, but I don't need to respond to it right now when I'm all wound up. I need to be more patient within myself and let things settle. And I also mentioned how you have to be patient with others too, man. You got to realize we're all on our own walks of life. We're all going through our own journeys. So it's like a video game. Like a lot of people, they just move in the best way they know how. And once you can learn this, once you can stop taking everything so personally and stop internalizing it, this is going to allow you to maintain your inner peace no matter what. That's not to say you're not still going to have problems. You are still going to have problems, but they're not going to be as hard hitting and as impactful as they once were, because you are developing this skill to slow down, be patient, assess what's going on inside of you before you show up in the world a certain way. It starts with us. And if you don't understand yourself on an internal level, everything outside of you externally is going to have a bigger effect on you than it really needs to. So again, I hope that this video gave you some value, man. If it did, and you want to dive deeper into this, make sure you book a one-on-one call with me, all right? I'm a self-mastery coach where I help men dive deeper into knowing themselves and their internal operating system so that they have more control over how they choose to respond in life, okay? If that sounds like something you're interested in, then use the link in the description. I'll leave it in a pinned comment as well. Also, if you like this type of content, man, make sure you check out my playlist on emotional intelligence, man. Learn how to understand your emotional state and the emotional state of other people around you, all right? I'm going to leave that playlist on the screen for you. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.